Bienvenidos and welcome to this new series here, Los Angeles Boulevard News. We're really excited to be here in LA because there's so much history, so many stories to tell. And today we're going to have an activist, a musician, an artist who is here today to tell us his story because he's been all over the world. He started learning mariachi here at UCLA and under some of the masters like Fogelquist and Hernandez. And so I'm going to turn it over to Lorenzo Martinez, visiting here on LA Boulevard News. Bienvenido, carnal.
Thank you. Muchas gracias, carnal.
Tell us a little bit about where you grew up, and then we'll talk about your trajectory and how you now have traveled all over the world, being a homeboy from Norwalk and Whittier.
Yeah. Well, it's a beautiful journey that I've had. I'm thankful. Primeramente, thank you all the staff here y todos.
Gracias.
My compadre for inviting me. I didn't know this was going to happen.
Hey.
Pero aquí estamos como
Aquí
quiera.
estamos. Dale gas, carnal.
Yeah, it all started Norwalk area, my music, all the way from elementary, high school. And when I got into college, we started rediscovering that Chicano pride that sometimes we lose. And that catapulted me to a different area of music. And I was hungry for it, seeking it out.
And you know, that's an amazing story you're telling about that Chicano pride, because we all had to discover that because it's been suppressed. That's been part of our struggle.
Absolutely.
And yet you have now overcome that struggle through music and through going all over the world.
And the love of music has helped me out in my journey as a musician. I'm an open book. My heart is open, only with love, through the arts and love of my people.
You mentioned that pent-up anger that we have, and there's been studies on mariachi programs, and those kids do better in high school, higher graduation rates, higher learning rates, and higher college matriculation rates than students that aren't in mariachi programs. Isn't that true?
Absolutely, absolutely. And so many areas of my musicianship, it's helped me out to being a guitarronero in the mariachi. The responsibility of a bass player with no drummer to, hey, you're not leaning on, it's you that's setting the time.
So Lorenzo, tell me, bro, what were the events that led up to you taking this path of being a musician and going all over the world and spreading the love that we have for our cultura through music?
The subtle push that my jefita gave me, always encouraging, but she was always in survival mode. My father died years ago, World War II veteran. So my mom, she noticed something within me. So she was able to help me out with lessons as a young kid that helped me become who I am today as a musician. So that took me so many different areas. All the way to San Anto, the band I drum for, Los TexManiacs out of San Anto.
Oh, that's a pretty famous group there, man.
Yes, it is. It's so with the Grammy Award-winner también right here. And with also my carnales here in LA as well. So many groups that I've worked and helped out, and yes.
And you know, that's something really important about our cultura. For those of us that don't know what a jefita is, it's your mom, your mama, the person that gives you that love, that strength to overcome anything. And so we want to say a shout out to your jefita. What was her name?
Frances Martinez. Frances Chavez Martinez. Next month is a year that she went to the other side. She's my angel now.
Okay, so mucho respeto to jefita.
Yeah, seguro.
Good. So, Now that you've taken that, tell us about going overseas as a Chicano, as who you are. What was that experience like?
That was one of the greatest experiences for us as a band to be able, within the...
Which band at that time?
Los TexManiacs from San Antonio, Texas. We won a Grammy in 2010. So that took us over there 4 times to the Middle East to play for the troops. So todos los Chicanos, they were out there, we brought them out, and they didn't have to be Chicanos, all Americanos. Como quiera, they felt the love that we gave them. It was a beautiful experience. They didn't want to let us go.
Right.
Each time was 2 weeks over there, so to share our music.
Yeah.
Cuando es de corazón, todo se siente. It's just love. It's not about the language.
I love that. And for our viewers that don't know Chicano culture, that's what it's all about. That's what we're doing here with LA Boulevard News, talking about our culture and the impact it can have on everyone. And I love that story about all those troops. So
Absolutely.
that's awesome.
And they were all dancing. Yeah.
That's really good.
The life of the accordion-based band. So it was a lot of fun. It was beautiful.
Well, here you are, a Grammy Award winner. You're so humble, so quiet, but what project now are you working on that you're really excited about?
There's a couple recording projects that I have. I have one on my own that's coming out. It's going to be a surprise para todos ustedes también. So one of my little mix of all my rolas, you know.
So now will that be a combination of mariachi and
A little bit
cumbia,
of trio,
a little bit of
mariachi
everything?
trio, a little bit of oldies, R&B style, Chicano style, a little bit of all that stuff.
So how are the young people now reacting to you? Because let's face it, this new generation, I think many of them are lost. They really don't know about their culture and their identity, but through music, you're an ambassador for us.
That is so true. But when they see the rhythmic patterns and how good that old style feels, and to date, on the way here, we're listening to oldie but goodies y todo eso. And that's what they're beginning to absorb that, the younger generation.
Right.
So there's this movement of young Chicanos. They're coming up with that style of music now.
Right. Well, that's good to hear because as an educator, I know that we have to get our young people engaged. And for our viewers that don't know what a Sananto is, it's San Antonio.
Yeah.
And so we got to give a shout out to Las Campanas de América
Man, one of my
Anthony
favorites.
Medrano,
Yes, absolutely.
El Señor Ortiz and his wife.
Yes,
That
absolutely.
started mariachi and continue that tradition because there's mariachis everywhere, every high school, elementary schools, and so our kids are really learning something from that music. So thank you for that work that you've done. But
Yeah,
it's
it's
amazing.
been my pleasure and my blessing to be able to share that. Yeah.
Now, do you still play mariachi? Are you still?
I do. My suit hadn't fit me for a little while, but I just put the chamarra and black pants. They don't have waist, but it's all in the heart, brother.
Right.
En las manos, pa' afuera, to share.
Now, you said something about when you were playing that the troops and even the non-Chicanos, right, were just loving the music because you give love through your music. So how did you get that? Where did that come from?
That's the creator, brother, that gives us that. When you're a true artist, a musician, and you do it freely, it comes back to you. It comes back to you.
Wow.
Yes.
Well, as we begin to close out this segment with Lorenzo Martinez, a Grammy Award winner, a mariachi activist, what would you say to our viewers about the importance of sharing stories through LA Boulevard News like this?
We all have a story. We all have a story. So hold it tightly to your heart. There is some dysfunctional stories as well that go along with it, but that's what makes us as a Chicano community, the beauty, how complex we are with a lot of beauty. Our food, our dance, our song. So learn that and hold on to that and get into what we're all about.
Right.
So we don't ever lose that tradition.
Right.
The traditions are always giving los consejos.
Los consejos. Exactly.
Consejos de la gente grande. I still remember, I hear my mom con sus consejos.
So what was on the consejos before, as we close, that your mom would tell you?
Así, siempre respetando la mujer sin la mujer, and it makes me emotional. Without a strong Chicana, that's all we want. So many different movements of how we want to cap women. Women they hold us up también.
Thank you.
Las
Thank you.
soldaderas.
Las soldaderas, that's right. So we want to close now and thank you, your jefita,
Thank you, brother.
all that talent that she instilled in you, that heart, that corazón. And that's what we're trying to do here on LA Boulevard News, to tell these stories because no one's really telling it. This is an amazing year, a Grammy Award winner. You played with the TexManiacs, you've been mariachi. And so we're very proud to highlight those kinds of stories. And so hopefully we'll have Lorenzo back to tell us a little bit more about his life. So this is Dr. Jose Leyba signing off with LA Boulevard News and Latino USA TV. So muchas gracias.
Thank you.
We'll see you again, and watch for this show and watch for future shows with Lorenzo when he comes back. Muchas gracias y hasta la próxima vez. Adiós.